Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now give on the ground. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Smile Munden is there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now
from the 35. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down. They run on the jet sweep, and that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
9 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
With that, I will give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. As we are ready to get back underway. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Hurts. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
He'll try the right side this time. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Prescott now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. J-Lix Hunt getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Dak to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This from 34 yards. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. The linebacker, Nick Herbig, getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
3 plays and out. It's 4th.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd-rounder. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Braden Mann now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
now Prescott. The outside looked in by Lamb. 3rd and inches.
To C.D. Lamb. Brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger mounts a punt for Dallas. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. It's the former Buckeye, Will Howard. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Steelers move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts have the lead in a game where both teams come in on a winning streak, so something's got to give. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Jets. And this is Garrett Wilson. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep. And this time, it works. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Brandon
3
Aubrey
points,
to kick
all
off for
that
the
separates
Cowboys.
these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25.
The Eagles
Decent
take
field
over
position
1st and
to
10
start this drive.
at their own
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll push forward for about a yard. Shamar James there on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Hurts. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Off the play fake, Hurts. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Barkley. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
a shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. A gain of 7. And an Eagle first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Taken down right at
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Woo! That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will level the score at 10 apiece. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Elliott is good.
makes the score.
And the Eagles are on top.
14.
It's 14 to 10.
Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott
So
to
following
kick
the
off
score,
for
here
Philadelphia.
comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own
Cowboys
33-yard
offense
line.
ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33.
It's made by Pickens. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. A gain there of 11. 1st down. Cowboys.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
To Trevin Spanford. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
They'll run on 2nd down. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys.
So they come to the line for 1st down and
1st
10.
and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 20. That's another Cowboys
Prescott on 1st down. And this ball's going to be incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Quick throw here is complete.
Prescott's pass.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short. Prescott throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Right at the line of
For
scrimmage.
the lead, here
No
is
gain on the
3rd
play.
and
Brings
goal.
up 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 17, Eagles 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Eagles.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
It is second down and 5. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now an injured player on the field, and that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who is shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here's Barkley, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on second and third. You have to at least come away with points.
Second down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver And the quarterback recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Jackson now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Prescott now. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Pistol now for Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Again, Prescott to the air. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
2nd down and 8.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Taylor. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Rashawn Gary in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense has it. A critical mistake by the offense here in the overtime.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys.
Taylor looking to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
1st and 10.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Taylor. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Coverage by Sherman.
2nd and 10. Now, Taylor. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one to win it in overtime. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
A 41-yard attempt.
This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.